Hello, awesome viewers! Welcome to AC Studio. In the last video, I have already reviewed, 3 out of the 6 Ultramarines Terminators recently released by JoyToy. And in this video, I'm going to review the other 3 Terminators, which is the Sergeant with the banner, and the one with 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃 and Storm Shield, and the other one with the bolter and power fist. So I'm going to go through the details on each of the figures. For the articulation, I am not going to go through them in details in this video because I already reviewed them in the previous video, and they're just, virtually the same figure. And also please watch till the end of this video. I'm going to have the diorama gallery showcasing the Terminators together with my 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗏 Land Raider. So first of all, let's look at the Sgt Bellon, the helmet. Now looking at all 6 of them, the helmet, there are only 2 types of helmets for the Terminators. One is with the targeting system or targeting lens, and one without the lens. The only one that got the lens is the Cyclone missile launcher. So they are actually the same helmet. Otherwise, the rest of it are the same as Sgt Bellon. Except because the Sergeant, it is painted in red and with a white strip in the middle. The major differences between this figure compared to the rest of the figures is the banner. The banner, so-called the signum, it is made of, not really soft plastic, but actually rather hard plastic. And they got the Ultramarines, sign in the middle with the cross surrounding it. The cross and the white line are race details. And then on top of that is a menace and also his name, Bellon. But once again, like what I mentioned previously, is these are prints. These are not, sculpt letters or recessed letters. You see on the other Sergeant, right? You see the shoulder pad is a print as well. So somehow I don't think these letters integrate really well with the banner. The letters are quite visually dominant, right? Or obvious. So somehow I don't think it really looks good. And at the back, there's nothing really special about this. There's nothing on it. And the good thing is you can put this banner off. I cannot able to put this signum, right, together with the Terminator inside the Land Raider. So I have to put this off. And the rest of the details, for example, the upper torso here is exactly the same as the one with the bolter and the power face, you see? And the rest of it are different. And then it got a very nice decoration, a badge at the belt. It is on a ball joint, so you can put this off if you like, right? So yep, you see you can put this off. So it is actually quite easy to pull out and push back. And then the cross, and that is exactly the same mold as the other Sergeant. So yep, you see. And on the left shoulder, you got a print only, of the cross. And then again, the letters are not recessed. It's just a print. And it is exactly the same mold again as the Sergeant. At this Sergeant here, you got the cross here, whereas this one got the white scout cross here. So both have unique details. And at the back, you got the pipes, on the arms as well, soft plastic pipe. The rest of it are pretty much the same as other Terminators. And then we look at the sword, also exactly the same as the other Sergeant, except the bolter. This one, bolter, this detail here, the magazine here, and this magazine is different. See? So, and I actually like this one more, right? I don't really like this one. So, but yeah. So these are the major differences between 2 Sergeants. And the next one is the Terminator with the 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃. And if I'm correct, the Blood Angels also have the one with the 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃 and the Storm Shield as well. Basically, the helmet are the same across 4 Terminator figures. So 4 out of 6 have the same helmet. The upper torso, it has the skull with the Aquila, but it is not the same one as the Cyclone missile launcher. You see Cyclone missile launcher, right? The Aquila is actually bigger, whereas this one's smaller. And also on the skull, right, it got an additional cross there as well. You got this a shield or armor piece, at the hip here with the skull emblem on it. So this one is very different from the rest of the figures. Of course, the highlight is the 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃. So the 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃, they got this pipe, which is soft plastic pipe, but this 𝗪𝗪𝗄𝗃 is actually attached to the arm, you see. So you cannot really pull this off. So that means this figure will be always holding this hammer, right? So you cannot really exchange it. There's a very nice, and the painting is always very good. JoyToy always done really good paintings on the weapons. You see this actual metallic is shiny under the light. Another highlight obviously is the storm shield. For some stupid reason, I don't know why they put a script on it. Without the script, see, it looks better. But the rest of it looks really good. I really love this kind of like stone finish, the grey finish, with a bit of subtle highlighting, right? It's not really obvious, but it's actually just right, and I really like it. And the sculpt looks really good as well. It got a bit of damage to the sculpt, and I really think it looks really good. And also got this like, you know, damages on the shield that looks really good. You know, it's not just a clean shield. But of course, I think it's better if it got a little bit more damages, right? But I think that's good. That's good. And at the back, they still got a bit of details. And you know, the handle, you can actually pull this out as well. You can actually turn it, right? Whoops. You can do this. Yep. And this obviously shows that it has similar design as the other shield you get from other JoyToy Warhammer figures. And so that sums up the detail of this figure. And I also really love this figure. I think this figure looked really great. Alright, and lastly, the simplest one, put it this way, right? And but also pretty good. It's one of my favorite one as well. And this is just a very typical Terminator with the power fist and the bolter. And the bolter also have a very different magazine compared to the rest of the figures. So that means of all the Terminators, we have three types of bolters. So one looks like this, the other one, my favorite one, and also the one like that, the bolter like that. So we have three different bolters. So that's really good. So at least they did not repeat the details all the time. So the only bolter that repeat, is the Cyclone missile launcher one. But you see the even the decoration, right? It got this iron skull, whereas this one got a skull Aquila. So that is, still different, which is really good. And this figure obviously got the same crust, and a script, and a lot of scripts and scripts. Oh god, scripts. I just think it got too much scripts. If I cover that, right, it looks better to me, and without that as well, it looks better. But anyway, this figure is okay, not as much as the other Sergeant. The helmet is exactly the same as the Thunderhammer one, and the power fist is exactly the same as the assault cannon. So same detail, except it doesn't have the laurel here, and this one's just a plain car. I remember when I was young, the power fist of the Terminator are painted in yellow and black strips. I wish this one paint in that color as well, but of course that's too much work. But I guess so many years later they stopped doing that because we are in a contemporary world. So less detail, less colors is better, perhaps. I don't know. I haven't followed Warhammer for a long time. And at the back, we got two pipes in there. One of the pipe got a green cable, and I think the only one which got a green cable, the assault cannon one, and the Cyclone missile launcher one. Yeah. Alright, and that sums up all the details of these three Terminators. And you know what, by the way, there are no QC issues in any of these figures. Surprise, surprise. And I did not encounter any issues whatsoever with these figures, so it's pretty good. And now let's have a look at the diorama gallery. For those who follow his channel and support his channel, know that I have created a Land Raider in 1:18 scale. And one of the many reasons why I created Land Raider is because I know one day this guy will be made by JoyToy, will be released at JoyToy, and this guy needs the Land Raider. I know this Terminator can be teleported onto the planet or anything like that, right? But they're also carried by the Land Raider into the battlefield, and that is why I get all 6 of them, because I love the Land Raider together with the Terminator, and they are such an amazing combination. Alright, let's have a look at the gallery. now comes to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed the gallery, and I will speak to you next time. Bye for now.